Feels like normal now. We reached 2,000 subs on this channel 1 week out of the month. That when I saw that, it blew my mind. Number 1 was really good. 2, yep, that's a new word I learned. 16 pips. Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to the channel. It is Wednesday. It is April 30th, the last day of April. So let's do our last sleep session of April together. This is going to be session 648. So that's what my drowsy power is looking like. I am struggling a little bit in the Tundra because I'm just never here and I don't really have the team for it. But whoa, look at that huge fluffy Altaria on top of Snorlax's Tum Tum. And yeah, there's nothing really that I want to catch. I haven't encountered any Sneasels yet. And Monday night there was also nothing exciting that showed up. So I don't have any new catches to show you guys. There's an Absol there. I don't really need one, especially because it's going to be pretty expensive to catch. And I've already caught one, so got that in the collection. I already caught a Mankey that I raised into a Primeape for Lapis Lakeside. So I'm just like so torn. What should I get? Should I try to get a good Gulpin? I'll just put the bonus biscuit to Gulpin. So unfortunately, nothing really exciting. There's one takeaway, but I'm not going to use a Poke Biscuit. I tried to purchase all of the biscuits in the shop because today's the last day before the reset, but I wasn't able to purchase everything. I'm a little short on sleep points, but we got what we could. So alright, so next week is going to be salads for everyone. For those of you who are raising a victory bell for potatoes or tomatoes, here is some Bellsprout candy. And you guys, I've been feeling pretty tired this week. It is a week before my strawberry week, which tends to be the week where most women feel the most tired. Let's pick up our ingredients and let's make some lunch. I actually picked up some lunch before I started recording. I picked up this, it sounds weird, okay? It's like lemon mustard chicken soup, and yeah, it sounds weird, but it's really, really good. My favorite was this Taiwanese braised soup, but they have a rotation of a menu they go through, so they don't have the Taiwanese beef stew that I want anymore. And I only got one crit this week. I don't think I was even lucky last week with a crit, but that's fine. I'm glad that at least the EXP is going somewhere, like the dish strength, since that contributes to the level of the dish. And in terms of my hair, I'm slowly getting used to it. I feel like I'm just getting more comfortable with the fact that I have short hair. And yeah, it feels like normal now. I mean, definitely I still have times where I'm looking at old pictures on my Instagram and I'm like, what gorgeous locks of hair I had. But yeah, hair will grow. And it's a nice change up too. And it's so much more manageable. Like the amount of time it takes to just clean my hair and then let it dry and blow dry saves so much time. Let's see what I get for the daily gift. I got an ingredient ticket. It's been a while since I got that. Actually, yesterday I got a Poke Biscuit, which is nice, very, very nice. I've been getting more Poke Biscuits than usual, so that just makes things a lot cheaper for me. Also, I couldn't figure out what was wrong with my tech issue, so I'm still using a different method, which allows for this method to still pick out sound in the game, but it's just not music. So no background music, which kind of sucks. Yeah, I really can't figure it out. I might have to write a support ticket, but last time I did that, they didn't even get back to me. But this is the community research time. This is today's iced latte. Cheers, everyone. Actually, before we take a sip, I got a little ahead of myself. We reached 2,000 subs on this channel. Woohoo! Oh my god, girl, I know you can do it. In before 100K. I know, crazy. It has been such a crazy journey. I always hear that the first 1,000 would be the longest. It definitely felt that way when you're looking at the numbers. And yeah, after that, it just started slowly growing more and more with the introduction of TCG Pocket and then all this fun stuff going on in Pokemon Sleep. But yeah, I feel bad for my viewers who came for TCG Pocket because I don't really post much stuff, simply because there's just like a rinse or repeat of the same type of content. And then the most exciting thing is like when packs come out, okay? Which a pack is dropping today, so that's fun for the Sun and Moon region. I really want the Immersive Lily. I saw that in the trailer. I feel bad for my TCG Pocket family out there, and I know I've been giving so much more love to Pokemon Sleep, but I just feel like it's such an underrated game in the Pokemon franchise. And we had someone in the Discord who was like, I'm trying to get my friend to play Pokemon Sleep. How should I describe it? And Wuchama really described it the best way, where it's like you're min-maxing like IV, EV training for your Pokemon to get the best one to have on your team, and that's the best way to describe it. And I think that's why I enjoy it so much, because one of my favorite things to do post-game for the mainline games is to IV and EV breed. Am I a competitive player? No, but that perfectionist in me of wanting to get like 100% of something that I have control over made it so much more fun post-game to just breed eggs and mindlessly run up and down the longest path that you can find in the game. And I feel like Pokemon Sleep does a really good job at that, but the fact that it's day by day, because the one thing limiting you from progressing further is time, since you have to sleep in order to catch more Pokemon or for the day to progress. So I really like it because it just, you know, forces you to slow down a little. But that's enough of my ramble between Pokemon Sleep and Pokemon TCG Pocket. I'm really excited for the new drop, so I'm going to record that later. But I am so happy for 2,000 subscribers, you guys. This is crazy to me, to be honest. And I'm just so thankful that you guys find me entertaining enough to watch. And yeah, I'm very happy that we have like our little community where we talk about the stuff happening in the game, and then we just like yap about my life, and you know, sometimes I overshare, sometimes I give advice, but it seems like that is what you guys enjoy. So thank you guys so much for letting me have fun with doing this as well. And cheers to us, cheers to 2K. My voice is still kind of raspy at times. Like I definitely have to clear it more often. I think it's like just the weather here with the thunder and then not thundering, and then it's raining and then you get caught in the rain. So I've been experiencing headaches because of that, which has been a little annoying, and sometimes it just makes me not want to do something. Like the other day on Monday, I had a pretty bad migraine because it was thundering, and I really did not want to go to the gym after because I was like, yeah, my head hurts. I'm a week before my strawberry week. I'm just not feeling the tip top or the strongest. Abby, congrats on the shiny Ekans. Fun fact, Ekans is snake backwards. So Ekans is snake and then Arbok is cobra. Even though I know this fun fact for a pretty long time, I always forget that there are players who may not know it. So I always like to bring it up every now and then. And I love when I hear you guys say like, whoa, I never knew. And there's still like some things about the game that I still do not know as a longtime player. But yeah, the migraines, the lack of strength, because if you know or you have a partner or someone special in your life has like a menstrual cycle, you'll know that the luteal phase, which is the week before your period. Oh my gosh, Denzel, congrats on the shiny Toxicroak. Yeah, you will know that that week is pretty tough. That is the week where I feel the least amount of strength in my body. So when I work out, I do have to lower my weights for that week. And then you have your strawberry week. So you think that it's 1 week out of the month that you're experiencing not the most fun times. No, it is 2 weeks. Your luteal phase and then the week of your period, which sucks. So you only really get like one good week out of the month. Two, if that second week is not like overflowing with shit you were dealing with the previous week from your menstrual cycle. It's just stuff that you got to deal with as a girl. And then yeah, with the weather and then the AC, I think that is also making my throat a little hoarse, but you gotta do what you gotta do to stay healthy. Another thing, so I was looking through my old music, and every now and then I bump into or rediscover this little gem called Love Me Like You Do, not the Ellie Goulding one, the Justin Bieber one. And it's such a shame that they don't have it on Spotify, which is the reason why I always forget that it exists. Oh my gosh, Huntress77 found a Paldean, a shiny pooper. It's so cute. I love the color. Congrats. That's one of the shinies that I want to get as well. But yeah, Let Me Like You Do by Justin Bieber. It's not on Spotify, which sucks. And that's also the reason why I always forget that it's a song. But it's probably my favorite song from Bieber. If you guys haven't listened to it, definitely give it a listen. It is so good. Every now and then on my Instagram, I like to put a little snippet of a song, either something new that I'm listening to or just a song that I'm currently like vibing with. So yeah, check out the Instagram for that as well. And I recently stumbled across this short on YouTube that was talking about Cresselia, and for the longest time I thought the little thing on Cresselia's chest is like a sort of seashell type bra, you know? But then I discovered through that short that it's actually its hands. Oh my god, Fabian! How funny, because I had the same portrait. So I actually took a screenshot of when it happened to me too, but wow, I guess like this is probably coded into the game or something for certain situations and scenarios to happen like this, but that's so cute. And that's Fabian's. The Growlithe is flipped, but still so cute. But yeah, Cresselia, the purple thing on its chest is actually her hands. So it's like this, you know? So here's Cresselia. You would think it's a bra, but it's actually its teeny tiny hands, and it's like, you know? Do you see it? After I saw it, I can't unsee it now. And it just makes it look a little weirder to me. But yeah, that was like another thing when I saw that, it blew my mind. And I was like, I gotta share this with the besties on YouTube. And then other than that, my week has been doing pretty good. It's pretty chill weeks now. I'm taking it, you know, pretty chill, pretty easy, pretty relaxed, especially after coming out of that 2-week event. That was like a lot for content. It was so fun, but afterwards I was like, this is a much needed like little breaky break. So that's why I've been posting like just a little bit less. Also because I feel like with the 2 weeks that just passed for the Cresselia event, I felt like I was spamming my face. And the thing with YouTube is that sometimes people just get fatigued from seeing your face so much. And you know that one phrase, distance makes the heart grow fonder. So yeah, I hope that the distance does make you guys miss me a little more, and you know, make your eyes light up when you see a notification and it's like, YouTube dropped a new video. And my boyfriend and I have been back into our binging phase of binge watching recap, like movie recaps on YouTube. So that's been a lot of fun because it allows us to feel like we're watching multiple movies without actually having to watch it. But we only do it for movies that we know we wouldn't want to watch. I actually have a list of movies that I want to complete, my movie list. John Wick 4, really like. I really love anything with Keanu Reeves in it. So The Matrix, number 1 was really good. 2 was like, kind of made me yawn a little bit, but John Wick, the series. You don't mess with a man and his dog, okay? A Man Called Otto, oh my gosh, that tugged at my heart. Hippopotamus was pretty good. 7, I know that's like a cult classic for murder, mystery, thriller stuff, but I don't know if I just don't like the actor in it, but I was not impressed. Past Lives is so good. It makes you think, and it makes you think of so much of life's what ifs. And I feel like it just puts so much of a normalcy to the fact that in our lives, we do have moments where you think like, what if? And it doesn't make you less of a person or that you aren't in it with your partner, but sometimes you just think of what ifs. I think there's a word for it, like called limerence or something. I don't know. To be honest, I feel like ever since moving to Asia, my English has not been the best. And English is actually not my first language, so it makes me feel a little bit more self-conscious when I listen back to myself and I'm like, why did I say it like that? Blink Twice, I want to watch that. The Substance, that was so good. That was probably my favorite movie of last year. Heretic, I watched that recently too. Oh my gosh, phenomenal. Highly recommend. It is amazing. But yeah, I think from the list of my movies, you can kind of tell what kind of movies I'm into. What I really want to watch is Constantine. I've never watched that yet. I didn't even know the movie existed, but Keanu Reeves is in it, so I want to give it a watch. And my boyfriend said he watched it like 4 times, but it's been a while, so he forgot how it goes. So he's up to watching it with me, so I'm really excited about that. And I was not much of a movie watcher growing up. I only really got into movies after getting with my boyfriend. So yeah, there's probably like stuff on this list where you're like, whoa, you haven't seen that yet? The Strange Thing About the Johnsons, that is like a top movie that I really want to watch. I love psychological thrillers. That really gets to me. I just love how it makes you think afterwards once the movie is done. It sparks conversation. It's so interesting to see how people interpret things differently and just like spotting out the different Easter eggs, because I love to do that as well. But yeah, that is my movie list. Let me know if any of you guys has watched anything on that list. So as you can see, I'm Master 2 in Snowdrop Tundra. My progress has been going a little, you know, it's going. I totally forgot to tell you guys what my progress was like on green grass, so a little recap of last week, but I finished at Master 18. So I didn't get to Master 19 like I wanted to, but at the same time, I'm not kicking myself over it because that was like no prep. I didn't prep for Master 19 or 20, so, you know, what are you expecting? And then here I am, Snowdrop Tundra. For the daytime, I do pretty okay because I have a team for salad. And yeah, I got salad week again. I got salad week last week, this week, and then next week is gonna be salad week again. So yeah, my Snorlax just loves salad. But during the daytime, I have my, salad team out here. I don't really have good berry finding Pokemon for the Snowdrop, so there's that. But on top of that, my daytime team has been slacking a little. Well, actually one person, Wigglytuff. He has not really been procking his skill lately. I don't know if it's a change in environment, it's just not used to it, area bonus and everything like that. But yeah, my area bonus is the lowest compared to all the other islands, and my Wigglytuff has just not been triggering its skill often. So for the past 2 nights, I didn't really sleep with my berry team because my daytime team just is low energy. So I have to sleep with it so that in the morning it's like back to 100. But we will see how Wigglytuff does today. You know what? Let's see what my current best is at the Tundra. Oh, Master 6. Yeah, we will probably get to Master 6 or we will get to Master 7. Either way, I'm happy because I get to raise the area bonus. And then for the event, the Spring Fest next week, I'm going to be finding myself back at Snowdrop Tundra. I'm a little bit anxious of not encountering Sneasels because they take quite a bit of cookies to catch and I don't have any, so there's that. But Murkrow is coming, so I've seen some people say that it might be a skill specialist or a healer, like a dark type healer, which would be pretty cool. But also people are speculating that it is a 16 pip. Yep, that's a new word I learned, 16 pips. 16 pip Pokemon. And I've seen this word around on Reddit, but I never really was curious enough to care what pip meant until I started seeing you guys use it on Discord. So I was like, what does PIP stand for? And then Wu-chan was like, I don't know, performance improvement plan. Oh, fun fact, our emoji KenThump, that's actually a friend of mine from high school. And during my Twitch days, I was trying to make emotes and I was like, this picture is so perfect as an emote. And the memory of this was actually when I think we were in college or end of high school, I forget. My memory gets a little blurry from 10 years ago. But we were at a chalet. It was a group of our friends at a chalet. And the girls were doing makeup on the guys. And then we took pictures and Ken's face was just so funny. And when I encountered this gem of a photo, I was like, Ken, do I have your permission to use your face as a Twitch emote? So that's where KenThump and Ken Happy comes from, and I just love it whenever I see you guys use it. So that's the lore behind KenThump. Yeah, I usually say bars, but I've been seeing a lot more people say pips. So thanks to June, I actually learned what pip means because I was too lazy to consult the internet. So they say, while it's technically gaming, it's even older than video games. Apparently, it comes from the markings of dice and dominoes. Apparently, it's as old as the 16th century, but basically, pip being used for dice and dominoes carried over to cards, and so it's a gaming term too. But I'd imagine it's even more common among devs and designers. So yeah, fun fact. And that definitely was my face after learning that as well. But yeah, you learn something new every day. But yeah, going back to pips, I've been hearing the speculations that Murkrow is going to be a 16 pip Pokemon, which makes sense as to why the event, the New Moon Day event, says that Pokemon are going to be less likely to get full. And for new players, so when you're befriending Pokemon, the first biscuit you throw at it is never going to make it full, but then the second biscuit has a 50-50 chance. So you feed it your second one, and there's a 50-50 chance of it either getting full or it's still gonna get hungry. So knowing that Murkrow is rumored to be 16 pips and the event is gonna make Pokemon less likely to get full, that is a great opportunity, especially if you're planning to catch other Pokemon like Absol or Delibird, because those require a lot too. And Sneasel, I think Sneasel is also a 12 pip Pokemon. So yeah, Tundra is where I'm gonna go. Hopefully I will be able to catch good Sneasels. And yeah, those are my thoughts for today's video. I need to wrap this up because there is a wind blower outside. But thank you guys once again for 2K subs. It is such a joy to have you guys here and interact with you guys, especially over the Discord and just seeing everyone's wins of the days and everything. So I always love that. If you're looking for new people to play with, people to add onto your friends list for Pokemon Sleep or even TCG Pocket for trade, definitely check out our Discord. It is a lovely, wholesome, and funny community. Keep up to date with me on my other social media platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it every time you do. So until next time, you guys, take care, good luck, and have fun. Bye. We reached 2,000 subs on this channel. Woohoo!
Oh my God.
Girl, I know you
In
can do
before
it.
100K.